Come on over here, looking cute.
Would you stop it?
Heavy. I come in a time of need.
Okay, there we go. So what are we waiting on Ben for here?
He's not in the Discord.
Yeah, he's not in the Discord for voice.
Yeah. He
What the
haven't
hell?
gotten-
I feel like we're missing somebody.
Vim.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're missing
Vim.
Ben and Vim.
He hasn't messaged back in DMs.
Same.
You haven't been able to, yeah. I would assume you would have.
Okay. So without hurting any feelings, who's the Brit?
Mm.
Who's the Kiwi?
Oh, Kiwi is Kamana.
Hello.
I figured.
Here.
I just
Kiwi
wanted
here.
to make sure.
You can hear my nice thick accent.
Yeah.
Although I don't, honestly speaking, I don't feel like I have that thick of an accent.
Yeah, it's not
Well, Kiwi
honestly.
one anyways.
Yeah, it's not like super out there, so that's why I was like, I want to confirm, and
Yeah.
I hope nobody gets upset because there's some people that are going to use like accents and stuff like that. So
Not me.
mate. Let's throw
Yeah.
another shrimp on the barbie.
not going
I don't-
that far.
I
know
don't
some
think
are-
I can. I don't think I'll be able to like consistently pull off an accent. So I might
That's
keep
fair.
a similar accent, but speak in a different like manner.
That's fine. Because I had somebody ask me, and I just wanted to confirm.
I could
So I figured
download
if I
voice
use-
changer and then I could do an accent. Does that count?
Isn't
I
that what you're
figured
doing with that?
What was that?
Oh, Winter.
Yeah, you're doing a voice changer.
Kind of, yeah.
He's just gonna
I'm
be
pretty
Morgan
much just
Freeman.
using my voice, just with a
With, yeah,
slight change to it.
yeah.
And
Alright.
he's
Just
gonna be
very slightly.
Morgan Freeman.
What was that?
I
You're
wouldn't.
gonna-
You're gonna be Morgan Freeman.
Oh
I
yeah.
wouldn't complain, and I wouldn't even ask.
And today I am running through the woods, making sure I kill all of the bunnies.
Nobody is gonna survive. Just a simple fact of it.
Oh
And this is
jeez.
why I won't. And
Holy
this is why I
shit,
will
that
not
was good.
complain.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying. That's why I say I won't complain if you hit it.
Winter's the only person that could successfully pull off the Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, no kidding. Like,
I mean, Morgan Freeman can successfully pull off a winter.
True.
Juicy. Nobody knows.
I'm just gonna introduce him into streams and just be like, "So we have Morgan Freeman playing D&D with us because I have that much pool."
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Um,
first things first. Y'all told me that you would pay me for this. I want to see.
Oh.
the money up front.
Oh jeez.
well,
Ben's in
the
waiting.
shits of chats.
So then we're just waiting on them.
Yep.
Yep. Who still hasn't gotten back? So
Yeah.
Hello.
I was gonna say, push come thy shove. I can always, if like Vim can't make it,
You can just do a
YouTube.
personal session with him.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I can either do that or. If he
What's up,
can't make,
everybody?
streams on the console. I do those.
Nax attacks.
That was itching to join.
It's
actually
that is
Yeah,
a handful of a
$55.
name. It's definitely a handful of a name, but it's awesome. It's awesome.
I think that would be
I
hilarious.
am
to watch those two
Sin.
bounce off
I
each
am
other.
this one.
Oh god.
That's down here.
So,
Since you see everybody's
anyways,
cameras
I'm gonna go ahead
and
get started.
stuff.
So this is
I'm doing good. We're trying to get started. We lost.
Cute.
you guys.
We
get their
kind
tickle
of
shits?
keep having some problems and losing people and yeah. But I'm doing
Shut
good.
up.
How are you doing? Try not to
Anyways,
talk over them, but I
um,
also need to hear. So
welcome to day 0, where we are going to do character roles, all that jazz, as Sin has already explained. The world is in the kingdom of Hamlet, which is in one of the far corners
Ugh.
of Faerun.
I wouldn't be if I were you. It's not going to end well. I'm going to roll terrible.
Everybody seemingly has lived a peaceful life for the most part in this kingdom, but no one questions the fact that people have to be sacrificed monthly, not yearly, monthly for unknown reasons.
We're going to do 2 sets of rolls.
Damn it. Not a good start.
You good?
Yeah.
Oh,
They're just doing their test rolls.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're getting our bad rolls out of the way early.
We do 2 sets of rolls for
20.
our points, and you pick one of the
you
sets,
guys are in
whichever
the
set
town
is
of
more what you
Marlow,
need. So
where you have all gathered up. As you can
he'll
see on
explain
the
it once we
screen,
get
it's
to
a
that
sleepy
point,
little
because we have
village
quite a few new people in here.
just on the edge of the woods. You are all bounty hunters. So if you needed help with your backstory, there you go, little bounty hunters. And you are here looking for this fugitive. He's an old wizard that has evaded people, and those that he can't evade, he has eradicated.
Right, you can only pick
Not just,
one or the other.
like,
Winter, thank you very much for the follow.
They're
and
dead. Like, they no
welcome to
longer
Laughing Matt
exist.
Conspiracy,
He is
where you are going to
has,
be
like,
involved in all of the bullshit that we do.
remove them completely from memory.
But yeah, so
That's
we're
how
gonna
powerful
do
this wizard is,
do
and you
6
guys have been
rolls,
conscripted,
and then
and
another set of 6
the bounty is
rolls.
high on this wizard.
And then you pick whichever
so
set you
we're
need.
start. We will have your standard tavern starting area. I will show you briefly what it looks like because I have that power. So the way that Roll20 works, since it's world synopsis, we're going to move on to how Roll20 works. You guys can only see what I let you see. Not just because I have a god complex, but that's literally how it works. You guys will each send me an image that you want to use for your character.
Missed the entire synopsis. You're
Oh no,
you're fucked.
I will go back over for it.
Nope,
I
you're
will go
fucked.
back over it with you later. Push come thy shove, if need be. But you guys have a players tab or a ribbon on my screen, and I can just drag it to whatever scene I need you to. But I need everybody to personally send me an image that you want to use for your token.
My
Kinda
image is broken, by the way.
It is on this side, but it's not actually on the tile side. This
Okay.
is the tavern you will start in. As you see, 6 playing.
I stand in fire.
Who's going to be played by Sin Vengeance? Already has his token because he was excited. So you guys will just send it to me, and I'll attach it to your journal and all that stuff.
Would I be able to just use my character's appearance as a token? Or?
Absolutely. You just have to send it to me in a personal message so I can, because I have to download it effectively, and then I can drag it on here and then attach it to your character.
Donnie, can you answer that question? Because I don't know how you do all this stuff.
What is being used to make / generate these images? Google search for a lot of them.
Google.
It really is. So the way that Roll20 works, and I'll kind of show how it is since I just got Kamana's image. Unable. Are you shitting me right now? So we're gonna do this today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
There we go. So, and I got winners too.
And then Roll20 has its own has some maps and stuff in it too, doesn't it?
Yes, a lot of them you'll have to pay for, unfortunately. But it's very user friendly when it comes to why is that doing that?
I just had everything just minimized on my screen.
Oh no. Um, as soon as I can get this image to work for some odd reason.
Yeah, there we go.
So, anyways, a lot of it's a drag and drop, and it's layer based. So for map layers, I couldn't show you. There's a little token or a little thing I will pop, and it'll change the layers, so I can put it where no one can grab the map itself, and this, that, and the other.
That's why I can do this and not scroll or move
Yeah.
anything, but I can move myself.
So I'll bring. So what you do is you'll drag it over, and it'll tell you uploading. And then once it uploads, give it a second.
Let me zoom out a little.
Of course, my internet's going slow right now.
Of course it does.
Boom.
Oh, wow.
So you're gonna see a giant image come up, and then you just gotta kind of resize it.
Oh hell yeah! Look at me. I'm all over the place.
Yep. So you resize it, and then as the DM, I can assign it to somebody.
Yeah, you assign it to their character sheet, which I had mine
no,
up earlier, but
Now I can move it. Sweet.
Yep. And now you can move it around as you need to.
So why is my image broken? Just out of curiosity.
Because you don't have that filter in the back.
Because it's a PNG
So,
that doesn't have the.
It's a PNG. Yep.
Wow. All right. It's a weird reason to have it broken, but all right.
Yeah,
Oops.
I've kind of noticed that's how that works.
Golden Boy, thank you very much for the follow.
This
How you doing, man?
is
Welcome to Life and Mad
Winters.
Conspiracy.
So when you change
yeah,
the name,
Nax
it'll
attacks.
change the
It's hard to see,
characters.
but right here you can see that
Um,
it's like a broken image look. Let me
I know. I was honestly like
hold on.
the one that Winter put up.
It's still kind of hard to see, but it's like that broken image.
So those are those. So
thing.
as I get them,
It's there because here's my tile, but it's
also,
for some reason
welcome
because I have a
Golden Boy to
PNG,
Life and
it's
Mad
not.
Conspiracy as well. But as you
It's
get them,
not
you
working
can kind
right
of attach them as the DM. As a player, you don't get a lot of freedoms until freedoms are given to you. And speaking of which, if Tyler, since you're the one streaming, if you go to the journal tab, everybody else, if you would like to look,
What do you want me
at
to
the
do?
journal tab,
Journal. Okay.
Yep. If you look at it, everybody's name has
okay, there it is.
yeah, up on the chat bar. There's a journal tab. As the DM, I can assign. I craft journals so that everybody has a character sheet. If you double click on your name, it'll allow you to edit it. So when we're rolling our stats, you can dump them in, and it puts it in a separate screen.
Just to quickly relay something, Vim just messaged me saying that he might be either super late or he won't be able to make it because of complications with personal issues.
Okay. I mean, if he can't make it, like Matt was saying, I could just do like a solo with him, do a quick synopsis and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Do rolls and all that stuff.
As I walk him through it, he'll just have to send me a message when he's free.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, as we're going through, and for those that are watching the stream, if you look, there's 6 attributes, and that we're going to roll for. We're going to do 46, drop the lowest, in 2 columns of 6. We're going to do this one at a time so nobody messes up or loses their placing. We're not going to do point buy because I'm personally not a fan of it.
Random rolls seem to be fun.
Yeah, you can't.
Yes.
I'm gonna just do a roll real quick, just so they can kind of.
Yeah, I was going to say, rolls will be seen.
Yeah.
Everybody's roll, but
Same.
mine will be seen, I should say. And as long as everybody has 3D dice enabled, it should show up.
Yeah, and then I can do. So, like for the 4, it's gonna show up like this. And then over here on the right, you can see
The stats.
the things you rolled, and yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna use this one for now. Might change.
okay.
Maybe not. Pointy ears isn't my thing, but we'll see.
I was excited. Do you want me to hold off?
Yeah, let me see again because I didn't notice the pointy ears until right after I sent it to you.
Fair enough. Actually, you know what? Since you've already rolled the first one, we'll get you rolling first
Okay.
because I know I can pretty much let
let's
you do
see.
your thing.
2.
Wow, 2
Four.
16s, a 15, a
Okay, so that's
15,
4, 5, 6.
10,
What did
15.
I do? 16. 16. Jesus.
Yeah.
16,
fucking kidding.
16,
Wait, so are you typing
15.
and rolling 46?
15,
No. So
10, 15.
there's on that little sidebar in the upper left-hand corner on the map. There's a image that looks like a roll D20. When
We're
you
starting
click
at
on
level
it,
1.
It'll
Like,
come
it's
up
a
with
fresh,
a
it's a
giant
fresh campaign.
chart with how many D6 or like how many dice per
You wanna
dice
roll?
set.
Okay. Okay, got you.
So if I told you like you're doing an attack or whatever, I told you roll me like 4d4s, you could just do that. There's also an advanced dice roller which will give you to where you can put in your bonuses and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And like so say if
1, 2,
I
3,
tell
4,
you,
5.
hey, roll a
6.
strength check. You're gonna do a d20 plus whatever your strength modifier is.
10,
And
13.
then you can adjust it from there.
Sweet.
We will be starting at level 1. I think it's a good
11.
entry point for a lot of people.
12, 15. Well, I think everybody knows which set I'm going to be taking.
Yeah.
And it's not that one.
So we're just doing 2 sets of 4d6.
Yes, and then you're just gonna drop the lowest on the
Yeah.
on the settings.
Okay, so while they are rolling, so I'm taking the 16,
next
16,
we'll do
15, 15,
nap time.
10, and 15 for mine.
Don't freeze yourself in the snow there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and
while
everyone has their
Matt's
own
rolling,
color
for everybody else.
as well.
If you want to change your dice color, that little
He's bringing
box,
it up now.
the color box beside your names is how you change your dice color.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so see, he's got green, purple,
6. Alright,
dark green,
Jesus,
blue,
man.
yellow, da. Yeah.
Not terrible.
No, not really. Except for that 7 that you have there.
We won't talk about that one.
Yeah. All right. So your first set, you've got.
I mean, you
8,
did say
7.
drop the lowest, right? So he just re-rolls that when it's the lowest one.
So you have an 8, 7,
Wait,
12.
3 and a 7. Are you
So-
dropping the lowest dice out of the set?
The
I see.
lowest dice.
Yeah.
Out of the set, yeah. So
8,
yeah,
7,
it's
12,
seven,
I keep muting the Discord so
Yep.
that they can't
16,
hear me
17.
talking a ton.
Yep.
Um,
That's your first set.
let's see. So my character is going to be
I think this just
primarily
goes down
strength,
the-
wisdom,
Down the line, go for like
constitution, I
strength
guess.
checks.
So
Whatever you
we're
want.
going to do 16 strength,
okay.
16 con,
it's
16
wherever you wanna
or
set it.
15 wisdom.
So
No,
if you
No.
roll,
no.
say your second set is
We're
great,
going to do
and you need
15
your highest
constitution.
number. Jesus, that fucking
16.
that 20 though.
It's only a 16, though, really.
I know.
Bang.
But say you needed, like in Matt's case, that 17 he needs in wisdom. It wouldn't
Mhm.
drop into the charisma slot. He could just throw it right into his wisdom.
Let's
If
see.
you wanted to.
Strength, wisdom, con. I am playing a battle cleric.
I think I'm going to go with the first set. Let me see what it was again.
Yeah, I'm
Get
gonna be
two
doing a battle
negatives.
cleric. I do most of my actual building in D&D Beyond because it's a little bit more intuitive, and then I move
Odin,
it over.
Enough.
Yeah, and this is only my second like full campaign. We actually didn't even finish the last one.
So maybe a little bit more balanced, but with that one negative, you can with 2 ASI.
Let's see.
Level
I
that up
don't
to neutral, so you're not taking a negative unless you don't mind having a dump stat.
Okay, so I need to figure out if I want to put 10 in dexterity, intelligence, or charisma.
Okay. Next up, we're gonna go with Kamana.
Sweet. So I just do it as 6 times, right?
Yep. You're gonna do a 46 6 times.
I feel like as a cleric, I should have decent intelligence. So probably 15 there. Along with the newbies. I mean, like I said, I played the last campaign that we did, and I've done one other campaign in my life, and that was only like 3 sessions. So.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
Let's see. What all do I have modifiers in? I have
2,
modifiers in
3, 4,
wisdom.
5, one more.
And I have modifiers in con.
There you go. All right. So your first set is a 16.
Yikes.
7.
Can you still hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, that 7
Yep. Yes,
hurts.
Okay.
So
7's
16.
gonna hurt. Oh well.
7. 14.
I think I'll do
15, 12.
I'll do dex at the moment,
12.
I think.
That's
No.
your first set.
I'll do charisma is gonna be my 10, so dex is gonna be my other 15.
I just do it again.
At least for the
So
moment.
I'll write those down for you.
I have up until I think Thursday
You got a notepad in front next to me while I'm writing
Oh,
it down.
okay.
until I need to change things, so
1, 2, 3.
let's see. Wait, so my hit point.
Alright.
Oh yeah, that would be 11.
Going
Okay,
down the list, we
'Cause
have
it's
14,
all right.
9,
My hit points, my hit die is an
8,
8,
9,
and then plus my 3 cons. So yeah,
10, 11.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to put this in.
I figured as much.
does this mean
was-
I'm not going to be the one that has all the unlucky rolls this time?
So far. All right. Next up, JT.
I
Will that beautiful being finished for me, sir?
for those that haven't seen it, the last campaign I had a fight with a person, not another, just an NPC, where we kept missing. Like both of us kept rolling so terribly, we kept missing each other. So it was just 2 people just sitting there going like this to each other. It was terrible.
Said we're doing it 6 times, right?
Right. So you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more.
Okay, so while they are doing that,
Fantastic.
I will pull this up
Your
to where
first
people
set,
can actually see me
12,
do things.
16, 10, 16.
So 16, 15. My constitution is
I'm sorry.
17.
14.
No,
And then 11.
it's 16. Okay, hold on. 16. Why is this giving me a +4? I gotta figure this out because that's not right. No, wait, I did 15, didn't I? Yep, I did 15. Okay. And that'll remain a 10. My wisdom will be a 16, which gives me a +1. And then my charisma will be. Never mind, my intelligence is not. My intelligence is 15. Boom. Okay, cool. Yeah, it was very embarrassing. It was terrible. That's why I'm kind of like, wow, I rolled positive
I
on
sent you a
everything.
new picture, Tony.
Yeah, I've gotten it, but I haven't.
Okay, so
saved it yet.
You bastard.
I know. I'm sorry.
How dare you not be ready like I'm totally ready right now.
I guess I could do
All right, so your second
a
set is 12, 11, 12, 14, 9,
here, I'll
10.
let me do this real quick, just so you guys can kind of see.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the first set.
This is what I use.
Fair enough.
for my building, and then I poured it back over. It's a little bit more intuitive for if you're
Okay,
newer,
That's weird.
but you had to have used money. What's weird?
All right, you guys can hear me again?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes. Why can I not?
My stuff went deafened for a second there for some reason, so
Since my whisper for some reason is not working, Ben, if you want to opt in to a point buy, I guess I'll allow it.
Well, no, man. Well, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, thank God for once. Jesus Christ. All these guys are gonna be like superheroes, and I just want some normal, average dick face.
So yourself?
You know, straightforward.
You know.
But he doesn't want to be himself.
That's right.
Yeah.
Here, I'll post the numbers for the point buy that I had set up, depending on. But you guys, Mr. Winter can go first.
Okay. Winter, if you want to go ahead and roll then.
okay. Give me just a second.
Sorry that it keeps
So,
flashing. Like
I'm also still kind of new, so I'm rolling D4.
whenever I hit the
D6s,
mutes and
4 of
stuff,
them at a time.
I don't know what it's doing.
Yes.
It's weird.
Here, roll.
I'm doing them in groups of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes, sir.
All right.
So
I'm
let's see.
doing it. I'm D&Ding, guys.
Oh my god.
Look at him go.
Click and drag to roll the dice.
Well, it's good. At least you don't have to see
Yeah,
all
you can
the.
just-
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Jesus.
Wow.
Well, it's all downhill
He's
from
like,
here, boy.
he's like, I'm D&Ding, and he just rolls an 18 right off the rip. Like,
Oof.
with the stat drop. It's an 18.
Follows it up with a solid.
Oh, fuck it. With a solid
Okay.
11.
Still though.
Yeah.
Oh, that roll.
That's
The double 11.
So 18, 11,
You used your
11,
good juju on that first roll.
Yeah, you good.
11,
What other juice you going?
12.
Yeah, but
That was
you've
1,
been
2,
rolling
3,
fairly
4,
consistently.
5. I need one more.
Yes.
Oof.
so 18.
That's
You're gonna be
You
really
get-
top heavy.
11. 11.
that is pretty
11.
like
12,
pretty
11.
12. 11.
Isn't that like
I
a
typed it out
Pokemon
as you were doing it.
Oh, yeah. I was like, that is
All right.
like that one super stat. And the rest of them's like, I'm all right.
Like I said, he's very top heavy.
I'm really good at one thing, and everything else.
Yeah.
I feel
At least you don't suck at anything.
Yeah.
You went
I've
positive
gotten
on
more.
everything. So,
All
The
right.
numbers
So I'm doing
are-
that again, yeah?
yeah, one more
Yes.
set.
Naxa. So
I'll let him do
the
it.
way that we're doing
Ooh.
it is it's
Okay, so that's a
I
It's gonna
think
be
I already know
47,
what
7,
you're
a
going with.
9.
yeah, no kidding. Is pretty much you're
Yeah,
gonna take
you're,
A
you're probably just
7.
stop rolling.
that's the
Yeah,
best
I'm
of
just gonna
three.
stop there. I'm gonna go with the first set of numbers.
Yeah. You're you used all your luck in that first set. I don't
You
even
don't
worry
want those
about it.
double sevens in your character?
Yeah.
Oh, that was
But yeah,
gross.
so the
What
best
am
of
I
seven
Okay.
over a lot is like honestly the easiest way to do things. Or I'm sorry, best of 3 for 6 stats, and then you can kind of mess around with it as you need to.
So,
Um,
not to get confused, what is Q referring to with the point by? Because I'm curious.
Okay, so point by you start with everything is starts at 10.
Oh, and do you just
Or is
cycle
it-
points
or is
around
it-
how you want them?
Yeah, is it 8 points?
Oh, I'm sorry. 5e is 10.
I don't know.
Yeah. I was gonna say 5e is I think is 10. And so everything starts at a flat 10.
So you
And
just
then-
move points around how you want them, essentially.
You get 25 points to buy with.
Oh,
So going up to 11 is 1 point apiece. But if you want to go to 12, it becomes 2, and it kind of just like stacks quickly.
Yeah.
I see.
So it keeps you from being able to
But
max
you can
stuff out,
also-
basically.
As he's showing, is he's going to
This
take
bodes well.
2 negatives to add to other stats in order to give him what he wants. So point buying's more like straightforward. I know what my character, how I want my character to be, this, that, and the other. And random rolls is hard for that to land on.
It also makes sure that I can't like min max and blow it to super to hell. So like you guys have these
That's
rolls where
Strider.
that's pure luck, but I'm
I don't know where he is. He's
I'm a
probably
big
sleeping
baby
somewhere.
man.
He's surprisingly not in here.
But like I said, those are the numbers that would point buy into, unless that seems unbalanced or unfair.
Also, just to clarify on the character sheet, I am plugging these numbers into the
Small
left
circle.
side column, small
Yes.
circle, and it automatically adjusts the big circle or the big
Yes.
square. Yes.
Yes.
I am
Yes, that's a
doing-
nice thing about Roll20 is it does a lot of stuff automatically as you fill stuff in.
No.
Right.
Like as you picked your class, it put in your saving throws and stuff like that.
That's if your class is in it.
Yeah, it's
And
true.
your race. Because my race is not, so I had to put everything in manually.
I don't think my race is. I have to go do that.
For anyone that doesn't have it, I think to Sin here found something new out. If you're on your character, that little gear on the left hand side, or I'm sorry, the right hand side of spells, if you click it, there is a quick like adjuster. So it's like, all right, cool. My race isn't in here, so I get bonuses to like his is 2 to Constitution, 1 to Wisdom. If you put it in there, it'll automatically adjust it
for that.
in your character sheet.
I feel like there should be a
On
warning
core?
when you come into this, though,
Yeah,
because you can
not
really
core.
mess up your stuff.
Yeah. So where that line is, that gear at the end of that line.
So core, bio, spells, and then there's like the settings gear. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
So if you click on that and your race isn't in there, you can adjust it in the middle section.
Yep.
I see.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and do that.
Because I had to do that. I wish I would have known this last time, because that's part of the reason I had to have Beyond and this up. Because I had to adjust stuff in Beyond so I could see what my stats were supposed to be, and then put them in this one. Because Leonin was not in Roll20, so I had to manually put things in because I didn't know this existed. We found this by accident.
It didn't even give me a option to choose. Like where I typed it, it had me type the race in, so it's not like I had a drop down to pick like I did in my class.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I don't believe my race is in base 5e.
Yeah. I've still got.
I know mine's not.
Not.
And like completely blank.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And as soon as that loads, I will continue on.
I get dark vision, guys. Zip zoop.
Yes.
I actually don't get dark vision this time.
Zip zoop coming for that poop.
So, besides that, like, honestly, there's not much else to show besides,
Who's that?
like, that is Matt's
That's me.
character.
Oh,
It's Peppy
He's
next.
going to be there.
Since somebody is going to be a cleric without healing, I have to be the healer.
that's fine.
It even
So what-
it makes me feel gross even hearing that.
Wait, so
I-
would I be able to chuck in like features for my race manually in there?
Yes. So in the journal tab, so you go to I'm gonna open.
Yes,
up
he
Tim's.
is.
Yeah.
I almost named my character Q just to really rub it in.
So on your core tab, there's a little plus sign above the features and traits. If you click on that, you can enter everything in manually.
Hey, I mean, I'm just saying. See, you say it's terrible that
yeah,
you
that
have to
goes
be
for,
the
like,
healing nature man,
Items,
but
weapons, tools, all that jazz.
did you see what my AC was?
So everybody can enter them in individually. I will be on for the next
Like,
couple hours,
bro.
for anybody that needs help with things.
I'll probably need help with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I will be here.
Yeah, I'm also gonna need help with that.
Yeah, because I'm like,
So-
looking at it, I'm just like,
Yeah. So, just a couple other things that we can go over real quick while I have everybody here, because I don't. Day 0 is not going to be long for a stream, but I will be here if people need me to. So, there's. Let me make sure it's on his too. Okay, yeah. So you see that little on the left, that left ribbon, if you will, that shows you'll have like a little paintbrush. If you click that, you can draw images. Someone likes to do that a lot. Not going to point any fingers. If you are, so let's just go top to bottom. Make it easy. So you have your selector or pan. If you click, if you click on it, you can select, your token. If you have it on select or pan, you can move the thing around. If you're on select and you click and hold, it sets off a ping. So if you're telling me I want to attack this person, you can just click and hold and ping. And
Oh wow.
So,
Not even Q this time. Fuck it.
yeah.
I just wanted to draw circles, okay?
Anyways, so if you're like, I want to attack this person, you set off a ping. I'll know who it's based off where it's centered on.
Mhm.
Each square is 5 feet, right? So you have your drawing, as people like to do sometimes. I don't mind as long as it doesn't get rambunctious. Or if you're drawing area of effect things, so I don't have to do it all the time, it's perfectly fine.
Nah, you can do it.
The next up is the ruler. Leave it on snap to center. Trust me, it's way easier. If you click and hold and then drag, you can figure out how big something is. Like if I say, okay, this extends out 20 feet.
Like I'm 40 feet from bitch slapping nap time upside the face.
Yeah. So
I am here.
yes, I put you down.
Granted, he can get really far away from me. I can't move fast.
Just watching a druid switch sheets. Continue switching.
It's
So
the old shuffle dance.
yeah, everything that from whatever square, there's no you don't have to go forward and then right or left to go diagonal. If you were going a beeline one way or another, you can just go straight to it. So if you're starting here and you want to go this way, you can just cut straight across those 4 lines. No big deal. None of this, I'm in a video game, let me just zigzag my way up. That's retarded. Next up is your rolls, as I've already, or the dice thing, as I've already went over.
I can heal you. I'm just not going to.
Nah, I don't think you can. Bitch.
I can. I just choose not to.
Yeah, just wait until he's dying and I could stop him from dying. I'm just gonna be like, nope, you didn't think I could do this.
Don't worry, I have advantage on gift saving throws. I'll be fine.
Yeah, there it is. So as I was saying, the dice under advanced dice roller, once you get all your stats in, if I'm like, hey,
There you go.
I need an athletics check, there's 2 ways you could do it. You can either manually enter it in through advanced dice roller, where you'll go, Tyler, can you bring it up? I don't know if you have it or not. My shit's frozen.
Okay.
So you could, if I tell you to roll with advantage, you can roll 2 d20, because everything in this world is based off of a d20 roll. Not for you. But if you're like athletics is a +3, you can add +3 to it, and when you roll, it'll go ahead and add it in. So this will add it together instead of doing it in 2 separates. But of course, anybody can go, all right, this is either 22 or 8, and you
Or
take
8.
the highest number in advantage.
I think there's a way to do advantage on this, but I don't remember
there is
where in there.
Yeah. If you also need information, that bottom little question mark will tell you how to do things. Speaking of,
Okay.
The other way to do rolls, if you've got it set up, is in like from your journal itself. So if I go, hey, I need a strength save, you can actually click on the strength itself and then roll it, and it'll go ahead and give me the stat.
I got a fucking 19. Hell yeah.
Nice.
So,
Ooh.
Ooh.
You did it, Winter.
Oh,
Yay.
dang.
You completed the roll.
and
Yay.
the same thing goes with skills. If you click on the skill name itself, it'll bring up the roll for you, so you don't have to try to remember all of your stats. Can't fault you at all for that stuff.
Nice.
Let's see. I feel like there's one more thing I should go over. Attacks. If you have your attacks set up, you can also click on it, and it will give you both the what it is to hit and how much it hits for.
Yeah.
But that kind of takes some understanding of how like macros and stuff like that work. I'm shit at it.
It's
let's
a
be honest.
little confusing.
Yeah.
I'm purple.
Yeah.
That is my smiley
So-
face. It's terrible, I know.
It's a smiley face. Can't be
Yeah.
terrible.
And as far as like journal entries go, like once you kind of start getting your stats put in, it'll adjust the auto things. Some things you can manually adjust, such as I think your armor class can be manually adjusted
It
depending on what
can.
you're wearing.
Yep.
Also, why is your speed 20?
Because of my armor.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why I was asking if you knew of anywhere that it stated that because
Yeah.
I absorb my armor if I don't take the speed hit.
Yeah, I can't
But
quite remember.
I couldn't find anything that indicated that you do or don't take the negative
Right.
of certain armors, so
I'll look into it again and I'll let you know.
yeah. Only thing I could find was how I don and remove armor.
Yeah.
Which takes an hour each time, so there's that.
So you only get 6 hours of sleep on a long rest. Got it.
I also
Yeah.
don't have to sleep. So
That's fair.
There's that. Let's see. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I can't quite put my finger on it.
I mean probably, but there's
I'll figure it out. And,
Yeah.
well, if anything,
um
if I remember it by next week.
well spells, if you guys are doing spells.
Oh,
We
thank
should
you.
be able to get to spells today.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Maybe.
If you're looking in your journals, you can put all your spells in there, and then when you click on it, it'll pretty much do like the rest of it does.
Mm-hmm.
Also, for bio, if you want to put in what your character looks like, who he's friends with, all that jazz, you can put that all in there. That's for you mostly, but people can't see it. So if there's information you don't want somebody to see due to how your backstory is or whatever, that'll be covered there. But if you, like I said, if you don't want something seen, don't put it in there.
Yeah.
As far as backstories go, Alvarez got Kamana's. He wrote
A book?
novel.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
loved it. Don't get me wrong.
Kamana gets really
It's-
excited.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. I do.
that's what I was like. I don't want to be that DM that like curbs your excitement.
There's nothing that can curb Kamana's excitement.
Yeah, but like in all honesty, if your backstory is like 7 pages long, and I have gotten one,
Ooh.
I'm not gonna read it. Not gonna lie to you. I will skim it. I will pull what I need from it, and then the rest of it's going in the trash. I'm not actually gonna
But he
junk it,
was-
but it's like it'll.
But he was lying. He did. He took a look at the number of
Like,
pages.
so long
and
as
threw
you get
that
the
bitch in
important
the
bit,
trash.
that's fine by me.
Yeah. I mean, but I've been back and forth with Kamana for this past week, like helping him with information and stuff like that. But a lot of it, backstories are useful for me due to the fact that you help me flesh out more of my outer world. I'm only concerned with what I'm dealing with in what has to do with the game. So if you want to make an outlying town outside and call it Eat Shit and Die, I don't care. I'm not
Alright.
gonna put it in my game as you came from Eat Shit and Die, but
I don't know.
you know, we'll know. You'll know that you're from Eat Shit and Die.
See, this is just killing my immersion now. If you're not going to put it in there that my town's name is Eat Shit and Die, like,
Yeah.
What's the point of even trying? Why are we even here?
So
Why do we exist?
I'm sorry, I thought this was D&D.
So, not to hold you guys too long. Like I said, I'm gonna be on, but I don't think the stream needs to be up for the whole time I'm helping people,
Yeah.
unless Sin wants to.
My hit points is 11. A squishy
But
the moment.
I'll be here to help everyone, no matter what backstories. You can DM me on Discord. Send them to me by Thursday. So that gives everybody a timeline. Let me know who your character is, why they tick the way they do. Don't try to make them sound like you're all powerful. Remember, you're only level 1. I will incorporate things, and if I feel like you deserve a bonus due to something, I will give it to you. But like I said, don't try to sound like you're all powerful. I'm not going to give you a bonus just because you asked for one.
I mean, I had to basically beg for a cloak, and it didn't even do anything.
Yeah. I try to make the game fun for everybody. If there's at any point in time it's not, do tell me. And I will see what I can do to fix it. But I also don't want to destroy continuity, you know what I mean? Yeah. Besides that, I hope that next week we have a fantastic first session. Hopefully nobody dies or almost dies, like in the last campaign.
I can't guarantee it.
Yeah, we were like what, the very first session, and somebody had already died or had to make saving throws.
Yeah, I already had somebody had to make death saving throws, and it wasn't because I was being mean. I was just rolling decently. I was like, damn it. He also provoked it. He literally told them to suck his balls.
Yeah. One, come all, come suck my balls. Quote.
That was the line. So yeah.
That person was not me.
Yeah. That's fine.
I just watched the clip the other day.
But yes, give me your backstories when you can, and hopefully we'll be ready to get into character and get to rolling. Because after hearing about this idea, I was intrigued with it, and I hope that you guys will love the story that I prepared, as long as you don't fuck it up.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, there's been many times where I've prepared for a session and they're like, we're gonna go left instead of going right. I'm like,
oh, like the time we decided to go into the basement and you had to quickly figure out what was in
yeah.
there.
I was like, shit.
You could just see on his face, he was like, please don't. I'm not ready for that.
Here we go. We're going.
I'm gonna go in the basement. Motherfuckers.
Tell me what's in there, bitch.
I'm gonna do it again.
I'm like, all right, cool. There's 12 Triders. Good luck.
Yeah, we made him stress about getting it all built, and then we were just like, never mind. That looks scary. And then we left.
So nothing fills me with a little more dread when I have to take like a minute and a half out of a session trying to build something as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Welcome to D&D, and like I said, I'm here until I need to go to work. Yeah. And welcome to Eat Shit and Die, where everybody's going to. I'm kidding.
I probably will.
Yeah, I was going
Don't
to
threaten me with a good time.
Sin, if you want to keep it open while we go through journals and stuff like that, that's up to you. But I'm pretty much done with my spiel.
Yeah. I can keep it up while we kind of go through.
Right. Who needs help first?
Some of this stuff, or if everybody's kind of just cool, learn what you needed to learn, and
okay.
Yeah, I would be in the same boat as well.
You'll be back next week when
It's
we
like-
actually have
it's
rule
like
sessions.
Adding, just like
Then
adding features.
that
and
works
traits
too.
As well as
Right.
just equipment. Text,
I'm kind of just
spellcasting, all that stuff.
going through some
Yeah.
stuff at the moment.
Um,
I need to make sure I actually
what did you decide on?
selected
you
things.
went with the bugbear, JT?
I did.
Nice. Dig it.
Bugbear.
Ooh.
So, does everybody at least have races and classes?
Yes.
I do.
Yeah.
Because like day one before we actually get started, I'm going to like introduce everybody by their character names, who it's played by. So as long as you don't mind me using either your real name or if you want me to, I could just use a screen name. In that session, since I don't obviously know Vim, Winner, or Kamana by name.
Bugbear.
Bugbear.
Bugbear. I'll just be like, all right, so and so's played by so and so. You know,
Bugbear.
and then I'm gonna be like,
Next
they are
text, thank you
playing
very much for the
as, and I'll
follow.
introduce your racing class.
Welcome to Laughing Mac Conspiracy,
So I know
where we do all sorts
Sin
of weird
is
shit.
a Warforged cleric.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Again, I will not heal you. Don't ask.
Don't worry, I won't heal him either, guys.
I am not a
I've
healer.
never heard such.
Do you look like a character that will heal?
I might keep you from dying. That's about the most I can do.
Naptime is playing a wild shape shifter druid?
Wild Hunt.
Wild hunt. I knew it was close.
Okay.
I'm verifying. Hold on. Yeah, Wild Hunt Shifter Druid.
Let's put him by the fire.
And I.
Hell yeah, he's chilling.
I mean, this is my character. Does it really?
My shift
I mean-
animal, my spirit animal, I guess, if you will. I think I'm gonna go with a wolf.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I think I'm gonna have like the spirit of a wolf, essentially.
Oh
Spicy.
Mm-hmm.
gosh. Yeah, there's my. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, he's playing as 6.
At least at the moment.
Yeah, Virgil here is played by Kamana.
This
He
is
will
you,
be
Sid?
Yep.
Virgil is a reborn Phoenix sorcerer.
Are you Iron Man with a sword and a shield?
I
No,
mean,
he's
if you
Metal
lick
Man
me, you
with
can
a
find
sword
out.
and
Yep. Day 0 and we're already starting.
Have you,
I didn't know it was that kind of role play.
Come here,
shield.
Winter.
No
Oh.
matter what.
have you got a synth now?
Wait, no, that's not you. Here you are.
There I am. That's
Um,
right. Let's get our beards stuck together like Velcro.
That's an image I did not want in my life.
I never have to reset Zoom, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you see the
Wait, hold on, I
flash?
haven't
It's
licked you
annoying,
yet.
isn't it? It's when I have to mute and unmute.
I'm already out.
JT is going to be our bugbear monk.
Return to monk.
So, did we lose Ben?
We did.
Oh,
We
yeah.
lost. And he's back.
Q's back.
And he's back.
You got AFK'd.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Backpack, bedroll,
don't
chainmail. Now, see, I thought
Remember
the
what he was playing,
chainmail.
if I remember correctly, I think he's going to be a
I
paladin.
guess I don't.
I know he's going to be y'all's tank effectively. Maybe.
That's what he thinks.
The more I hear about this party, the more I think we're just quite chunk.
I don't know what Winner's playing, and I don't know what Vem's playing.
So I will be playing as a character named Nomad, who is a Warforged Ranger.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I know that Vim is playing a Goliath monk.
2 monks. Okay,
Oh,
so
Two
boy.
monks and 2 Warforged.
Yeah, too.
This is going to be fun.
Yep.
And 2 healers, sort of 1 healer, 1 not healer, like opposite healers.
Yeah. The yin and yang of the healing community.
I mean,
Really?
honestly, the only healing thing I have is Save the Dead.
Yeah.
That's it.
You're it.
And I know like Ben's working, so that's why he hasn't really been like using his mic a lot, or it's his computer, either or. But yeah, I think he's doing a extra planar paladin. I think I also might be off for that.
So we don't have a murder hobo this time?
We have 0 murder hobos.
Okay. Man, that means we're going to actually have to
Anyone can be a
fight
murder
shit.
hobo with enough determination.
It's true.
That means we're going to
Well,
have to
I mean-
actually fight things.
I mean, you won't have a ranged murder hobo.
That
Those
melts
monks
people.
Yeah, monks get real murder hobo-y real quick.
Yeah.
So
He did say how he was gonna play it, and I don't want to give it away. I want him to let you guys know.
No,
Mhm.
like don't
Because
give-
I'm pretty excited for it, actually.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see how I honestly can't wait to see how everybody plays.
I'm gonna have to get. I was getting into Harris. Like,
I know.
Yeah. I mean, I think we all kind of were.
And like unfortunate things as they are.
Yeah, that stuff was very unavoidable and
right.
very understandable. Like, that wasn't just, oh, we just can't seem to find a time to click back up and so it just died. Like, that was actual real life shit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. So quick rundown again for Ben. Nap time shifter druid. Odin. Enough.
Eels.
Yep. Kamana is a reborn phoenix sorcerer.
Very deeps.
Yeah. Sin, as you know, is the Warforged cleric. Cleric of the Forge. JT is going to be a bugbear monk.
So you want to punch things a lot.
Yep. Winter
Always.
is
Okay.
a Warforged ranger.
Very
And then
nice. All right.
Vim is going to be, what was his race again?
Goliath.
Goliath monk. So we have deeps, we have heals. And if I remember
Sweet.
correctly, you were going to be the tank, effectively. And I
Not
thought
that I need to be. Have you heard these classes?
well, like I was talking to JT at work last night about it, and because I haven't really read much into the monks, and then at level 3, monks get a thing called deflect missile.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not only do you get to catch it and minimize damage, if you negate the damage completely, you can throw it back for complete damage return. Just catching an arrow in midair and going, "Yeet!"
So it's basically an Uno reverse card.
Every time, dude, I'm going to imagine that your character does like the reverse motion every single time now.
And I hope
I can
every time
almost-
you do deflect the missile, you just go, no, you.
I was gonna say, like, I could just see like either JT or Vim just like has a deck of cards, they just kind of like flay out.
Yeah.
Like magicians, not just like.
I'm gonna
like,
go find one
just like-
reverse card just so I can use it during this session.
Right.
And,
Like,
like,
no, I'm gonna
they,
use this.
they catch the cards and the missile at the same time, and they just draw the Uno card and just like flip it Yu-Gi-Oh style. Your move, guys, and you just like flip
Wait. Oh, no.
Oh, I'm gonna love it.
The deck
We'll
of
figure
many
it out
things.
one way or
Seamus, what's up, man?
I just had a very vivid, like scene of just a bugbear and a Goliath just throwing cards at each other.
No, you.
Until one of them yells Uno.
Until one of them gets a paper cut and then fists start flying. More like it.
Yeah, instead of deflecting missiles, it's gonna be deflecting fists.
That's when we throw the tank in the middle. Literally just throw him in the middle. Yeah. Dungeon. What? Have you all listened to the podcast Dungeons and Daddies? That's terrifying.
I'm pretty sure that's an adult film.
I'm
secretly sure that that's an adult film.
Thoughts of Gimli? See, I knew I liked you.
From Passage from Skyrim. Intriguing, yet highly disturbing.
Yeah.
All right. So now that I'm back on track.
Jesus.
Day 0, we're already derailed.
Yep.
Yes. Because
It happens more.
Happens.
Yeah, I mean, if you go back and look at any of our sessions on
yikes.
Sin's YouTube about it, you'll see times where we're like going steady, and all of a sudden it's just like
Yeah.
like an 18-wheeler playing a Jake break, so it doesn't murder a fucking child. Just anyways. So who needs help with things?
I do. Big
Okay.
time.
I raised my hands.
All right, so let's start with winner.
Okay.
Nomad. Okay.
All right, guys.
So you have your stats in.
So I've been here for a
is
while,
great.
just listening, being confused as shit.
Okay. So
I mean, I can attempt to make things clear.
confused as shit.
I'm not the DM though, so
Seamus, if you have any
still.
questions, you can also ask.
yeah. I can leave the stream up like
Also,
as
we're gonna
long as
use
you guys
traditional,
want, as long as you need,
D&D
whatever.
money. So for anybody that's curious, 100
Mad.
coppers equals a silver. Oh, not a 1. Not that's definitely your bad.
Oh, no.
My bad.
Oh.
What did I win? A feeling of sadness. Aww.
So he starts
Hey,
off
great
as a
shot,
homeless
man.
person, right?
Yeah.
With that role.
What's wrong with a homeless person?
Nothing at all. It's
Okay.
just- that's what you
I
just
live in
don't
a
get house when you
box,
roll a one.
so
Yeah. You don't get a house or a backstory. Anyways,
you don't get a house or a backstory.
so 100 coppers equals a silver, and it just kind of goes up from there. So 100 silver gives you fucking what is it called? An emerald.
Oh, so not gold?
Yeah, I thought it was
No.
gold.
Gold is fourth in line.
Yeah, not according to Roll20 anyways. If you look in your equipment thing in your character sheet, it
Yeah,
actually
see it there.
shows the
It actually goes gold. then emerald,
are we all going to
platinum.
start with money? Various amounts of money or
Yes.
okay.
So
It's
copper
definitely-
piece, silver piece, emerald piece, gold piece, platinum piece.
Yes.
And
Platinum is
each
the
one
most-
of those is 100 of the one that comes prior to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the prior is 100 of one. The next, yeah.
So,
Okay.
Roll20s is definitely backwards. It should be copper, silver, gold, emerald, platinum.
Okay.
We'll just play it that way. Anyways, so if I tell you, hey, you got 16 copper pieces off of this goblin, you'll know why. Like you'll be able to put it there. You can just kind of fill it in as you go.
Did you say if we were starting with
No
money?
need to explain no matter
Yes.
what
We will start with a
I'm
money.
not going to understand unless I was to play most and commit. I mean, yeah, that does make kind of sense.
We will start with money. I think it's based off of your class.
Wow, we classist here.
There's some
Yes.
backstory stuff as well.
We are not using
Um,
backgrounds.
Oop,
I'm
oop.
not.
no. It wasn't one of the
Right,
background
I was about
ones.
to send you my sweet ass backstory.
I
Oh
don't-
no,
I don't remember what
backstories,
it
yes.
was.
Backgrounds, no.
It was like one of the living situations of backgrounds.
Yeah, like in backgrounds, like you can have an accolade, you can have
Yeah.
you're a soldier, this, that, and the other. I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
shit.
but I'm not talking about those. It was specifically a like living situation. Like the one that I'm going with, the max amount of money I could have from that is like 10 copper.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll have to double check. I think in chapter 13 of my backstory that I'd written, I had like 5 million gold.
I see.
I'll need to.
I think I'm on the third novel at this point. I need to double check real quick.
Meemaw came on as in the background, just like amateurs.
Let me call my publisher real fast.
Yeah. He's like, you're only on your third. I'm on my 12th. Get fucked.
I feel like Kamana could probably write a fucking Tolkien style world.
Oh, easily. Like from what I read, 100% easily.
Just give me a quick second. I just got an inspiration. No, just kidding.
So what I'm hearing is the next DM.
Yeah.
Hi.
Just being able to use your brain and quickly come up.
Yeah,
with
no, I feel like if Kamana gets a little experience with it, he could be a great DM.
Oh, if he could DM as half as good as he wrote his backstory, 100%.
I'm only good at coming up with ideas. I can't actually execute.
And then you could actually play, Donnie.
Oh God, please, I have a rogue in mind and an oathbreaker in mind. Please do not fuck with me.
Don't tease him with a good time. I get in trouble all the time for doing it.
I will put you through the ringer with the rogue, because I'm gonna be like, oh cool, I need to know where the fence is. I need to know who the Don is so I can pay my respects. I need this. Like, yeah. I've had this like rogue idea in my brain for
years,
about 3 years now, and I've just been like, oh please.
You really want to play it?
Seamus, it's actually really not terribly hard to understand, but I understand what you're saying. If you're not playing, it is harder.
I feel like he's gonna have to follow you around, and I've already tried to do the DM player, like playing as a DM and playing as a player, and it's very difficult not to bring what's already here, not to my character's attention. So I'm just not going to do that again. I'll just
it'd be difficult to mitigate. Yeah.
It's it's super difficult to mitigate the metagaming. Also, for those of you that don't know what metagaming is taking outside knowledge and bringing it into your character. So if I tell you, in an off time in a message or whatever, be like, hey, by the way, this is coming up.
It's damn for the GM. Yeah, I mean, there's that.
And you decide to go ahead and use it to your advantage, I'm gonna tell you no. Because
he's gonna drop a boulder on your head.
I will.
Hey boys, drinks are on me. Well, that has been checked.
So as far as gold goes, let's see. Seems like classes don't have them. Do races this time?
Please, nobody think that I'm serious with what I'm putting into the D&D chat. I just like to poke fun at stuff that happens.
Okay. All right, so how about let's do this?
Hold
on.
One derailment to go. Oh man. For anyone that can't see it, here you go.
I 100% am enjoying it. I just wanted to make a meme about that.
No, that's fucking perfect.
Winter's the best. Winter's the meme lord. He's the best original meme lord.
Oh my god.
By our second session, we'll finally be able to leave the tavern.
Oh man.
Oh, that's gonna get clipped for later. I can tell it already.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me cover gold real quick since so many people have asked. And then winner, you have my undivided attention.
No stress, dude. Like I said, I'm just making some fun.
I mean, I was just asking about the money. We can wait until everybody's in. Like,
Oh
Oh
my
god.
All right, so we'll do it. Shit, I feel bad.
Don't worry about it, dude.
don't you run away from me.
fucking Sug. I like it. Okay, so
Don't you have something to forge in here or something?
Probably.
I'm gonna go to my room.
you know what, winner? Since I've already went off on it, pick a dice,
A dice? Any dice?
any dice.
Like a dice size.
D20.
Cool. Everybody roll a d20 times it by 10. That's your silver.
Woo!
Going broke. I mean, it fits. It's fine. What's up, Taylor?
You said times it by 10?
By 10. So
And
if
that's
you
like-
get anything over 10, then you get 1 gold piece.
Emerald piece?
Okay, so
No. We're gonna do it how it's supposed to be. Instead of what?
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't
it's
know it
supposed to
actually
be-
counted the first time. All right, so I'm going off the first one, right? Not the second one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
So it goes silver to gold, gold to emerald.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so rolling this is how much what we have? I thought we were doing
Silver.
copper. Oh, we're
Silver.
doing silver. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not too bad off.
Okay, well that changes everything. All right.
Yeah, I have a gold piece already. What's up, bitches?
I don't have a
Not
gold
it,
piece,
right?
but I thought it was
Joel.
copper, and I was like, I mean, I'm broke. That kind of works.
I mean, finding anything for silver is kind of hard.
I don't even know where the hell I would have gotten the gold.
If you get a 20 on this roll, do you get a bonus? No.
Yeah, you get 2 gold pieces. That's where you get. Your bonus.
Yeah, you get 2 gold pieces
Look at you with the fancy shiny 2 gold.
instead of not.
2 gold doubloons.
All right, winner.
yes.
How may I help you?
Yes.
Bragging rights. Yeah, there you go.
I actually
I
put
feel
that.
Like, I feel like if I can help winner, it'll help like Kamana and on everybody that's new at the same time.
in my bio for skin, I put yes.
So
I didn't put anything.
just because I'm also still kind of like green when it comes to D&D stuff. I've got a character that I started for this in D&D Beyond to help with some stuff.
That's what I use.
Yeah, it's not a bad move.
So I am trying to see how to go through and add in like racial traits. First of all, for race, I'm just typing it in. There's no like nowhere for me to. There's no like drop down selector or anything like that, right?
On roll 20?
No,
Right.
there's not. It's a type in.
Okay, so as far as like racial traits, where do I put those in?
Are you talking about like stat modifiers, or are you talking about the actual racial traits?
Yes, both of them.
Okay.
I like dark vision and shit like that.
Yeah, so dark vision, you'll write where, if you're looking at your character sheet on the core section, where it says feats and traits on the bottom
Right.
hand side, there's a plus sign.
Okay.
If you click on it, you could
On
manually
a scale
input
from yes
things
to
like
no, how
dark
much
vision or
skin do
something
you
like that.
have? That's debatable.
Okay, so like for example, constructed resilience for Warforged. I would type into the name constructed resilience.
Yes.
Actually,
And then you would
kind of
you
forgot
could
about that.
write down the like what it means so that you can kind of
Yeah.
have it there for you.
And then if you click it, does it click? It's this one.
Wait, so like when
Yeah.
when I type it through,
And
the
everybody
source
else
type,
can see it as well.
That's what I did right there. So
Good job.
I basically just copy and paste it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just put it in there under the like source type and stuff like that.
Okay.
Although I don't have. Oh wait, I'm in class, not. I do have constructed resilience.
Goose.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Not a
Well, I
member of
kind of
the
just put everything in there as like individual little notes that needed to be, like the poisoned resistance stuff. Like I put that in there, but I didn't put the like I don't need to sleep because I know I don't need to sleep.
So that's me doing it right? That's all good.
Yes.
Yeah, dark vision yet?
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now you don't have to like if you're saying, "Oh, I have dark vision," you don't have to actually put it in
Throw
the
it in.
chat. I was more just saying you can do that. So if you pulled something straight from a book, because this did happen last time, and everyone was like, "That can't possibly be right," then you can show it.
Yeah.
You can click it just to like cite
Yeah,
it. so
be
that
like, "This is what I copied straight from the book," kind of a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as far as the racial traits of like +2 to Constitution and +1 to one other ability score, where do I put those?
Okay, so the gear, so on the where it says core biospell, and then it has that gear. Since I'm in yours, I'm gonna go ahead and click it, and it's gonna show. So there you go. That's where you can put it in that center where it says attribute options. You can put the 2 in the Constitution,
Okay.
Nice.
and then wherever you want that +1 to go. So for you want it in Dex, yeah. Also, Ben, I do love your little backstory that you have there, sir. I want you to know that I did read it,
I'm gonna have to get with you on mine.
as always.
Well, I just
Okay.
had a couple of questions that doesn't need to be asked during people getting help. So
Okay. So yeah, that's where you filled that in. And while I got this open,
And then as far as like some other racial traits, so like for example, even though it's not like a thing that's like a specialized ability type trait, like so for example, over on like for the constructed resilience, it has that whole thing
I'll be right
about
back.
like don't need to sleep, saving throws against being
Huh?
poisoned, all that stuff.
Oh,
What about where it's like age, where it says you are immune to magical aging effects and stuff like that? Like, is there anywhere in here that I would
I
put
know,
that
but
in?
it's just like
'Cause would that just be considered like a feature or a trait over here, or is that
No.
something that isn't as important to enter in?
it is important, but I got to remember where to put it.
Okay.
Not resources.
neat. Copy and
Hijack
paste.
you for a
Very nice.
second.
No worries.
It's not in spells. There's somewhere that you put it, and I can't remember where. Nope. Not that either. I guess there's not.
Yeah, you just had to come in and protect mom.
But but it's one of those things where like if you have saving throws on or advantage on saving throws, that means when I say, hey, roll me a saving throw against or a constitution saving throw against poison, you roll 2d20 instead of 1.
Yeah.
And then if you take poison damage instead of taking full, you'll take half.
Okay.
So having that resistance is nice. As far as like the aging and sleep magics that put you to sleep, so if I go the enemy wizard casts sleep on you, it's just like okay. So a lot of that is like more. Can you?
Okay, so it would be down here.
I'm sorry. Is there an update?
was.
Mm.
Let's
So check this shit out, guys.
Oh, I didn't see shifting.
I love that.
No, that's your character now. Every time you try to shift, you're just gonna shit on the spot.
No shit.
I can shit on command. Is it too late to change my race?
Shitting on command is just such a hilarious.
That was an option? Hold on.
Fixed.
What's funny is like he said, "Check this shit." I was like, "What are you talking about?"
And then it's just like shitting. It's like, oh, okay.
Ooh, fancy.
Oh yeah, boys! I'm gonna be your guys' human tinderbox.
Oh,
All right.
Is there any place that I put my speed? That's
speed
right.
is up at the top. Yeah.
And 30 feet, so I put 30 in the speed?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Which means you can effectively go 6 squares.
And it says that that's my base walking speed. So
Yes.
does that mean that if I'm running or anything like that, I can go further? Or
So the way that movements work, so the way actions work in general, is you effectively have a bonus action, like per turn, or per round. You have a bonus action, a movement, and an action. Bonus actions could be prepping spells, activating something that states bonus action, like flurry of blows for monks, by using a key point, this and there. Standard actions are attacking, casting magic. Technically, like using a potion, but I think potions to be bonus.
The fuck language is Sylvan?
Sylvan is to talk to things like Spriggans, and it's the language of pixies,
Got it. So I can make weird noises.
pretty much.
I still
Very
need to pick my other language. I haven't decided yet.
Also, fucking 19 dexterity is terrifying. It's absolutely scary.
also, where
Wait, what? Who has 19 dexterity?
Fucking Nomad does.
Jesus.
So where would I put the +1 to armor class in from this?
You would just add it to.
Yeah,
Your
you'll have to
armor class
manually change your armor class.
Okay.
So I think it's naturally 14. You bump it up to 15.
My first and only character was a scholar, and I had to pick like 12 languages. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that is.
That's... Yikes.
Can you just
I play dumb characters on purpose. Like I played a barbarian. You can ask Ben. I played a barbarian. He knew one language, common, and most of it was. Like, my character had very little to say, mostly because I didn't know the people I was playing with besides my cousin and Ben.
Yeah.
So, like, we would go to do. They would be like, "So, what do you think, Old Fang?" I'm like, "I guess." Like, that was it.
Did you have the vocabulary of Geralt? You just grunted and said "fuck" a lot.
Yeah, I was effectively like, if you put Vin Diesel in a movie where he can't say family.
Me run errand, give pay.
you know, it's like 1,000-yard stare and Vin Diesel in any Fast and Furious movie. Remove anything that has to do with family. That was my character. 12 lines.
Just a lot of grunting.
Maybe. Yeah. You know, shifting swords, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways. So yeah, you can adjust armor class manually based on what you have as far as equipment or features. Like, I know Ranger has the ability to take Duelist, which allows you to, as long as you have a free hand, you get a +1 AC. or something like that. Shit, did he just meme me again? No, okay.
No, I just had a weird thought. It's okay.
Oh. I switched back to the channel real quick. I was like, don't you fucking dare, swear to God.
Adding one to
It's
AC
not
while
what I
you're
meant to
jerking
do.
off.
Why is this not letting me? There we go.
If you were beating your
What
meat,
did I just walk
that
in?
plus one. I was talking about how duelist is a fighting style that fighters and rangers can get, and as long as you have a free hand open, you gain a +1 to DC or your AC. And he's just like, you're jerking off, you get that +1 AC.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I was like, not if you got a weapon
Oh,
in
you're
your
gonna
hand.
do that, Winter?
You
Yeah, I'm
jerk
gonna
off,
do
you get
that.
+1.
Right here.
That's what I like to hear.
You can just carry weapons for other people. It's fine.
Yeah.
So when I inevitably throw my weapon across the field again,
Yeah. Yeah, how about we don't?
yeah,
This
I've only
time-
done that like 3 times. It's fine.
So then
Just-
for hit points,
Hit points are based off of your class and your constitution.
okay.
So as
So-
a ranger, you get a D10 question mark.
Yep, right here. Hit dice 1d10 per ranger level.
Still
It
got
also says hit points at first level 10 plus your constitution modifier.
because at first level you get your maximum HP. So
Oh, this is right.
as a ranger, you get 10 plus your constitution modifier, and your constitution is, or your modifier is a 1. So your
So I have
grand total
12.
is 11.
Or 11 hit points.
Yes.
So is mine.
Mine's 9.
I was
Yeah,
like,
at least you're not 8. So good.
yeah,
I-
it's like Virgil's at 8.
I am squish.
Virgil's a squish.
I'm a
Yeah.
squish noodle arm.
He very squish.
I mean, I think we're all pretty sure that even 11 isn't very not squish.
Hmm.
I mean,
At least you're made of metal.
Yeah.
Only partially. There's some
Okay,
there's
Anakin.
some organic parts in there.
Oh.
Okay, Anakin.
no.
Donnie, I have an idea.
No. As soon as you said it, I was like, no.
Do you have any organics in you, Winter?
Any what?
Do you have any organics in you?
Just one.
What?
Anything flesh?
He's not the
No.
Warforge. No, he
I'm
is.
Warforged, so I-
Yeah, he's
so
a
I-
Warforged.
Yeah,
Right.
Warforged
You're
have inorganic and organic parts.
Yeah, isn't it like wood and maybe leather and then like metal and stuff
It's like
that?
metal and stone,
Thunk.
and then
Thunk.
Yeah, depending on
shit.
your
Thunk.
whatever you're trying to
Thunk.
wear determines on how
yeah,
your outer is, but you also have like fleshy bits.
Hey, you know the way.
Okay.
your skin is basically armor,
So
Yeah.
you should put in for skin, no.
but everything else is not. I just
but
left
yeah,
it
so
blank.
I was gonna say, think more like General Grievous, less like Anakin Skywalker.
Okay.
Donnie, I have an idea.
No, I knew what it was as soon as I said it too.
Can I have some more arms?
No,
Okay,
I
so
know that.
for
No.
Ranger, favored enemy trait for Ranger, I put that under features and traits.
yes. You should also put Hunter's Quarry under your traits as well, so that you
Do
can
race
quickly look
traits
at it.
supersede class traits? Like, I don't think they would clash, but if they did.
Usually they stack instead of superseding.
Got it.
So, for example, like if you were a tiefling ranger, you would get Hunter's Quarry, and then also, I think tieflings have like a revenge thing that kind of like stacks die.
What is Loxodon? What language is that?
Loxodon would be to speak to the elephant folk. I believe that's what they are.
Okay.
Just play elephant noises whenever you speak that language.
Yeah. I should just pick that and just use it randomly. I want to scream in Loxodon. What do you want to scream? Just scream.
Okay, so for favorite enemy, since I gain all these advantages against the race, or basically the type of enemy, and then specifically 2 different types in that, like, or 2 different subtypes in that type. Is this what I'm doing here, right? Like where I put what my choice is at the bottom there?
Yes.
Okay.
Because that helps you. It's like, okay, so you know that it's not humans, it's humanoid. And then the subtype would be... Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't say the humanoid. So yes, humans and orcs would be your...
Oh. Okay, there we go.
I'm going to have to think of a language later. I can't think of a language at the moment.
Yeah. You also don't really need to put, like, the race section in... Or, I'm sorry, the age in your racials. That's just based off of... That just lets you know, like, what your average range is.
Shit.
Wait, what? Where?
In your... At the top of your features and traits right now that you have, you have age up. You really don't have to put that in there. It just lets you know like what your span is.
I just put that in there because at the end of it, it says that I'm immune to magical aging effects.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm tracking now.
Yeah.
Shit.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have worried. The other stuff that didn't seem to affect anything, I didn't put in there, but that one seems to.
I need
Right.
to
Have something in there.
Where's this at?
I'm gonna move to somebody else real quick. Who
What's
else had
that?
a question? Come on, JT.
Just
Not
like
yet.
Okay.
equipment.
Okay.
Just like
equipment. You're gonna use your class's starting equipment.
Yeah, I did.
What are
ask
details?
For the proficiency for short swords? Would I be able to start with just a short sword instead?
As a sorcerer?
I did ask for that proficiency and see that's okay.
Yeah.
Because of the backstory. Would I be able to start with one, or should I just like start off with something else like that is specific to my class?
At least grab all the stuff that's specific to your class, and then let me read it again, and let me see how I feel about it, and then I'll let you know for sure via DM.
And I apologize for cutting in with a question as well. You mentioned something about adding in, what was it, Hunter's Quarry?
Yes, that is from the Rangers. Ranger class. Let me scroll back to it. Favorite enemy.
Yeah, so this is day 0, everybody. We don't really do much. It's just kind of going over a lot of different stuff, and then just doing your character building and stuff like that.
Oh, that's shit titties.
Shit titties.
So it used to be like Hunter's Quarry would give you a bonus once you marked somebody, but I guess that's a 4E thing only. So my apologies.
Oh, no worries. I was just curious of where to find this.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that because I played a lot of 4E before switching to 5 after it came out, that I still remember, and one of those things would be Hunter's Quarry for Rangers, because that's what kind of made them a little broken. They would just pinpoint one person and just destroy them over and over.
Okay.
He clicked.
Did I turn my mic back on? I did. I know you're helping everybody else. Do you want to decide what kind of shield I have, or does it matter?
In what terms?
I literally just have a shield, and it said it's either wood or metal. It doesn't change whether it's wood or if it's metal. It doesn't change anything. Like armor class or anything like that. It's
no,
just
that doesn't change anything.
so I just
It's
didn't know if you wanted to decide that or
No, that's up to you.
okay.
Ooh, I can speak Druidic. Fuck you.
Dragonborn Paladin. Now, see, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
That sounds fun. Yeah, wood and metal is kind of what I was thinking, honestly. It just has to be a one-handed shield. It can't be a massive ass like two-hand shield or something.
Interestingly, I'm not allowed to use any armor or shields made of metal.
Nope.
So what you're saying is if I put a shield that's fully made of metal on your head,
you can't use the spells.
You can't do anything.
Like he can still attack, but he cannot use the spell.
So it's like a mute button.
Pretty much.
I mean, if you want to mute the healer, sure. To cause 0 healing to the team because you're not healing, cleric.
Yeah, I'm not. You're right.
So, also, did you say that we're not using backgrounds at all?
We're not using
backgrounds. Right. Now, okay, you can use the backgrounds. Are you in Beyond looking at them?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use the backgrounds, but you can't use like the extra shit you get from the backgrounds.
Yeah.
So like skill proficiencies.
Yeah,
and
none of that
like
stuff you get.
Yeah, due to the fact that a lot of the times you can only get like the Alkalite for like if you were to use D&D Beyond or if you were to use the Componium from Roll20 itself. There's
a shit ton of backgrounds, but
well, no, I know, but I'm saying like unless you pay for them half the time, they don't allow you to use anything
yeah,
besides.
there's a lot of different
that's
things.
why I'm like I want to keep it fair, keep it free, because I know people would rather spend their money on things like food instead of books.
Fucking losers.
Just whatever, but like I get it. So that's why I'm like no backgrounds. You could use it for like your backstory.
That's what I was trying to get to, is like you can use the backgrounds to help your backstory, but you don't get any of the added benefits.
Yeah.
I am one of the squares that didn't buy food. So if you need me to look up anything on Beyond, I can. Because I have everything.
For the Explorers pack, do we just specifically add just Explorers pack, or do we just add all the things listed in the pack?
Are you talking about the inventory item Explorers pack, like you get from the shop? If it's easier for you to remember what's in it, unless you want to go ahead and just like put like a little small note that goes, like I have an Explorers pack. It's like items are found on page, I think it's like 2 something in the player's handbook.
Yeah.
Like a little note so you don't have to spell it out. That's up to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. And I would wager that my arcane focus doesn't weigh too much, right?
No.
Since I've fashioned it as an earring.
Yeah. It's more of a wearable, so and encumbrance is not an issue.
Oh, really?
Obviously, I'm not going to allow you to wear or like pick up every weapon that you can and carry it on you like it's a Fallout
So we
game.
can't bring the elephants with us for Sin to talk to?
Yeah.
What if we tame the elephant and we ride it?
I mean, that was a different story.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm obviously not going to let you like super carry everything as if this was a Fallout game, and then obviously there's no fast traveling. But on the same coin, if you're like, I've got, 2-3 weapons on me because I have like, sheaths and pockets and shit, a couple potions, this and the other. I'm also not going to be a super stickler for food. Sleep is a big thing because sleep is how you get your EXP. So There's going to be moments where you can't sleep because of circumstances of this and the other. So just be prepared for that too.
You can't sleep when there's enemies nearby.
Exactly. That I will pull from Fallout. Or Skyrim, whatever.
That, Minecraft, Valheim.
Yeah.
Pretty much any game that allows you to sleep.
Jeez.
And to answer your question from earlier, come on, since I had time in between things to read, I will give you the proficiency in short sword.
Mhm.
And you were buried with it.
Yeah. So like I just found it with along with the earring.
No. You were buried with it. There's no finding it. When
Okay,
you
cool.
rose with both the short sword and the earring.
Okay, cool.
Or I should say, when you returned to consciousness.
Yep. Sweet.
Zombie.
Sort of.
Basically.
Kind
Except
of.
not quite. It's a wibbly wobbly thing.
Timey-wimey.
Yeah, there it is.
Well, there is a bit of timey-wimey into it, yeah.
I say, don't you dare start quoting Doctor Who and not finish it.
I don't want to give away too much.
All right.
I got a whole lot of food on me that I don't fucking need.
Yeah. Can I just drop the food out of the export pack?
I mean, obviously your character's gonna have to eat, but like
Mine
I'm not gonna make
doesn't.
it be like,
Mine doesn't.
Yeah, my character doesn't have to, but I highly doubt he wants like crackers. Something like that.
if you wish to throw them out, go ahead.
Can I sell food?
Are you really trying to get more money than you already have?
That's a fair
I'm
point.
just
I'm
like
not too
legitimately asking because since I can't
is
eat.
Yes, you can indeed sell food.
Okay. I mean,
But
I'll
you're also not,
wait to do that. So.
Yeah, I was like, you're not the only one that doesn't need to not eat. There are people in your team that do need to eat.
Yes, but right now I'm not in a team.
That's fair.
Technically, at this point, I am by myself.
Yeah, no one's in the team.
That is why I'm asking if I can sell food.
I'm more surprised that I even have all this gear considering where I started.
Started from the bottom now.
Where do I do the gear stuff?
The gear is going to be based off of your class. If you look in, go back to range.
Looking after others to training. # battle cleric.
So like you get to choose either between scale mail or leather armor, 2 short swords or 2 simple melees, dungeoneering's pack or an explorer's pack, and then a longbow with 20 arrows.
And where is this?
Player's handbook, page.
Oh no, I was saying
90.
like in the Roll20. Where do I?
Oh, you can put information in the inventory slot, which should be in the center. If I don't know if you have the
Center at
stream
the
up or
bottom?
not. Yeah,
Okay.
and then you can click it as equipped and stuff like that.
I know we're not doing encumbrance, and I'm really glad because I'm carrying 300 pounds of shit right now.
Yeah.
Well,
you should get rid of that. There's a toilet somewhere, I'm sure.
I gotta get rid of some of that organic shit. Just use shift.
And if you will send it to me, I will set it for you. You can either send it via Discord or Facebook.
So when you use a weapon, like the sort of thing, you use your strength.
Depends on the weapon.
Okay.
So, for example, if you are using something like a rapier, it's a finesse weapon, which means you use either strength or dexterity. If you're
Okay.
using something like a mace, it's going to be
Strength.
it's going to be strength. And then, but if you're using a bow, it's dexterity. So like range is dexterity. Most melee is strength, unless you have finesse, a weapon with finesse properties. Then you can use dexterity.
Cool.
Where do I adjust the encumbrance stuff, or is there no way to really adjust encumbrance?
Yeah, just don't
Yeah,
look
you
at
don't
it.
have to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've got a longbow, I've got arrows. I chose scale mail.
Kind of tanky. Dig it.
What was the other thing that you said? Because I'm looking on the D&D Beyond and I'm not seeing what else.
It's
the other
also
thing was
just
that you said.
either 2 short swords or 2 simple melee weapons. And then you get to choose a Dungeoneer's pack or an Engineer or Explorer's pack. Okay, Seamus. See you soon.
You
Is there
said
any
simple melee
is there any-
weapons?
All right,
Is
man.
there any way to figure out a like the range for melee weapons?
Yes. A lot of them, winner for the simple weapons, you can go. There's the weapon section in the player's handbook. I know that doesn't really help you in D&D Beyond, but if you go to players, if you type in your search bar player's handbook, any flip, it should bring up the 5e
What are you trying to do?
weapons. He wants to figure out what other simple weapons there are.
Ah. You can just.
I'm just gonna go ahead and put my wild shape and circle in my character feats so I can
Okay.
not worry about it
Simple
later.
ranged weapons. Simple melee weapons.
Yeah. And then you were asking about the range on melee weapons. It's 5 feet for
Okay, cool.
everything, unless it says reach.
Uh-huh.
If the item, like if, say, for example, you have a lance or a spear or a glaive, halberd, something along those lines, like a polearm. Polearms have a range of 10.
Yep.
So you get an extra square out.
It's chapter 5, by the way,
Yes.
for your weapon lists.
If you're, yeah, I was gonna say, if you're in the player's handbook on any flip, it's in the search sections. It's 140 to 141, but the actual page numbers is 149 and 150. The page prior, or 2 pages prior, will let you know what your equipment of choice grants you for armor class. Like leather armor allows you to continue to grow with your dex modifier for armor class, but it's low starting. Whereas scale mail has a medium starting, but you can only add 2. Plus, being stealthy is not going to be in your forte. And Q, whenever you are ready, I have Discord open for you to send me that image.
He did, and I put my response.
Oh, he put it in the D&D one. Okay.
Yeah.
Boop-a-doop. Nice. Open original.
Yeah, that was kind of my
Save.
instant response was, so he wants to be an orc.
Yeah. He is the orc barbarian Zugzug.
Oh. So he's not being a paladin.
Nope. I guess he decided to go barbs for Tinky.
He's
Or
Zugzug.
no, barbs for DPS.
Yeah.
Zugzug.
Okay, so who is the tankiest person then?
The tankiest person would be in between the clerics and probably the monks, in all honesty. Let's see, Zug, where do I want to put you? Right there. Not that you're going to stay there because I know Ben moves fucking everywhere. Love you, Ben.
Time to dance.
Yeah, I'm still chilling at the bar.
Okay, so I'm how dare you?
If-
I am the
if you
tank.
know.
Oh. Oh, okay.
All right. Well, I haven't like looked at your stuff yet, so
No,
it's like,
that's okay. That's good. Throw me on the bus. All right, that's fine.
oh come on, don't be like that.
Because your barbarians are bloodthirsty murder hobos.
My barbarian fucked up a lot. He tried to be a murder hobo. The only thing he could kill was his teammates. Different barbarian.
Yeah, Taylor. Yours
No,
was
it
just
that-
stupid.
It was that whole thing, just not that moment.
I'm still a little confused on like typing up the damage stuff for my attacks. Because at the moment it's like I'm looking at like because it goes attack with strength plus a number and then plus my proficiency, but I don't know what that middle number is for.
So that so what's your strength right now?
Oh, that's the last one. It's -2.
Ooh.
Modifier. Yeah.
Oof.
Okay, so
Yeah, mine's also
that
-2.
that middle
Because-
number would be the -2.
Yeah, but like I'm gonna be using my dex because it's a finesse
Wouldn't
with
it?
dex, so-
Okay,
Yeah.
so then that'd be a +4. So if you're on your core sheet, right?
Yes.
I hope you guys are ready for this shit, by the way.
I'm terrified.
What?
Wait, I am dealing with winter, right?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm still trying to learn names.
The one with the buttery smooth baritone voice was Winter.
So come on,
Well-
let me.
So Commander the Kiwi.
That is
Winter
so
is one.
much.
That's just at level 2, also.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
So when you said that I can have 2 simple weapons,
Wow.
do they have to be 2 of the same, or can it be 2 different ones?
They do not have to be the same.
Okay.
Now, short swords are. They're not
It's,
finesse.
it says it's finesse as well as light.
Short sword.
I was like looking at it in D&D Beyond, unless it doesn't
Shit,
say
it
that.
is a finesse. No, you're right. You're right.
Wow.
Shit. All right. Nice. Now you're mad. Okay, so here's what you do under damage. You're gonna switch it to Dex. So I've
Yep.
already adjusted for you.
Yeah, you can do that, yeah.
So the attack is going to be because you don't have any extra bonuses for that 0. Don't worry about messing with it. So when you
It
go to
should
roll,
change by
auto-
itself.
Okay, cool.
Well, the middle number is for like if you have feats that allow you to do extra damage for things or extra chance to attack with things.
Yeah.
So the dex, it's already going to take your dex modifier when
Mhm.
you go to swing, so it's going to be that 1 plus your
Yeah.
proficiency of 2. So you're going to have a +3 to your short sword attack whenever you go to use it.
Now make sure you
So
put the
that-
damage in though.
Yes. So if it's, I think he's got it right already at 1d6.
Now, when you go to roll, because if you have attack and damage selected and you go to roll, so like I do my mace, I won't fucking hit anything. But let's pretend that I do. That's just to see if I hit. I have to go back into it and unselect attack, and then click it again, and there's my damage.
Yeah.
So whatever the top checkmarked thing when you click your weapon, that's what it's going to roll for.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
so I unchecked attack and I'm gonna do damage now.
Yeah, once you.
And then you have to click back out and yeah. Or you can make 2 different things. The last campaign, I actually had a completely different thing that was, I actually called it, what did I call it? Like swing or a miss or something.
Yeah.
And it was just to see if I hit people. So I didn't have to do that.
So yeah, you could make multiple for it just to make it
Yeah.
easier on yourself if you need to.
Which I might just do because
But yeah, so you've got that set up properly. You don't have to worry about like damage type 2 because it's not one of those weapons where it's got like a magical property that goes
Yeah,
damage type
Yeah.
2 would be 1d6 fire
Yeah.
or something along those lines.
cool.
And it doesn't have a saving throw associated with it. It's just going to be whatever your attack is against their AC.
Like pure and simple.
To
Yeah, so
update your character's image.
tell me your
Are you
like
talking about
camera image.
that's in your roll 20 settings. Though,
I just
yeah,
realized I don't have any tool proficiencies.
it's not gonna like non in-game settings. It would be in, like
Yeah.
your profile pictures.
No, I got you.
There you go.
Wait, what?
That makes
He's
sense.
changing his
Why?
he's changing his image to be Zigzag instead of Utha.
How do you change it? I forgot how to change it in there. Like this image down here.
Your camera image.
Yeah.
That again.
turn your
that's
camera on?
outside of this. Oh yeah, you turn that on. But no,
I
you
don't know where.
go outside as if like to leave the game, and when you leave the game, you go to you change your profile picture, and that's what it'll come up as.
Got it.
At least it should. I don't know why Ben's didn't change.
Because I
went
didn't
to the-
update it like an asshole.
Oh,
I'm an asshole.
Until now.
Yeah, because like on my side, it's still showing Uthers. That's why I was like,
Well, now that I've changed it on my end, you probably have to refresh.
oh, true.
possibly.
Yay!
Oh,
I get to
let
be
me just-
stealth now.
Connect.
Okay, so under the attacks and spellcasting, I put all the stuff that I see to the right of whatever weapon.
Time out. One more time.
What?
So under attacks and so for example, the two simple melee weapons that I chose was a hand axe and a dagger.
Okay, so I have a
okay.
hand axe, so I can actually tell you exactly what that should show.
So do I put it under attacks and spellcasting and put like what I'm seeing in the player handbook of
Yeah, so
what
you would put
attack-
hand axe, and then like damage. It's a 1d6 plus whatever. I don't know if that's a finesse weapon. The page I'm on doesn't show.
hand axe it shows 1d6
it's a thrown.
slashing and it
Yeah.
says light thrown range 20/60.
Yeah, so that's not a finesse, so that's going to be strength. So
Yeah,
okay,
your
so
damage should
strength.
show 1d6 plus strength plus 0. And then for type, you type in slashing. Label it hand axe.
Yep. The great thing is because you are a ranger, you get dual wielding innately.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the only way to dual wield though is by using light weapons.
Okay.
Wait, so I can dual wield my short sword as well?
Yes.
And then if I choose to throw it, that's range.
It's going to be a range attack. So between 20 and 60 feet. So 4
So
to
where do I have
10
that?
squares.
I mean, you can do it as damage too, and then you can just select, or you can make like hand axe thrown.
Yeah.
Where do I add that stuff in though?
In the description to like help you know where.
Yeah. So still in the attacks and
Oh, okay.
spellcasting, like you would either
Yeah.
just add another weapon and label it as like throwing your hand axe, or
Oh, okay.
you can do the different modifiers for damage 2 under hand axe.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't worry, half of the shit I just found out like as we were setting up for this campaign. I didn't even figure out some of this stuff in the last campaign, and we did like what, 16 sessions or something?
Yeah, give or take.
Yeah.
That damage type is off.
What?
It should be 1d6, not just 1 damage. Because if you go to click on it with the damage type selected, it's just gonna tell you 1.
Wallace the
Are you
Gnome Wizard.
Talking about mine or
Yeah, Wallace was something else.
Yeah.
Man, I'm pretty excited to get a level 6. I can make us a little hidey hole.
Hidey holes.
were you saying that mine for the one or someone
Yep.
else's?
Winners.
Okay, so that's mine. So what do I need to adjust?
So go back into the first one.
Did you do
Uh-huh.
damage as 1?
You did
Okay.
instead of 1d6. So you're going to.
I would
Make
say
sure
look
that
at the
you have
stream,
the-
but it's hard to read the small letters.
Yeah.
6 level.
Make sure that it's typed in as 1d6.
In a short long rest, you can invoke the shadowy
damage,
cloud with a glowing
Because for
port
some
of
reason it's showing
protection.
that you only do
What?
1 damage for the throne. There it goes. Yeah. And then your
No.
throne
The
hand
plus
axe
one
is
coming from.
the
Jesus.
+1 is coming from your modifier.
Okay.
That level 6 thing in Uptime, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be useful.
And then throne is.
told you, I'd make a little hidey hole.
1d6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the same, just it's up to 60 feet.
Yeah, it's actually dexterity.
A monk
You gotta
fighter
use that
hybrid
damage.
called a brawler. That sounds like something you would do, that's for sure.
Oh, so throne is dexterity?
Yes. Anytime it's ranged, it's dexterity.
So then do I add modifier on that?
No, you'll change your damage because it'll automatically calculate it. See how your regular hand axe is +3 to attack instead of the thrown hand axe is a +6. Yeah, and then when you adjust the damage type to dex instead of strength, it should adjust that plus.
Is it still slashing if it's thrown?
It's still slashing if it's thrown.
Okay. Figured I'd add mine in there too, because I have a
Yeah,
hand
but
axe as well, so
the attack type or the attack damage should be 1d6 plus dex instead of 1d6 plus strength when you go to throw it.
Okay, I think I've got that adjusted there.
Yes.
so it sounds like nap time over here is gonna be a buffer.
Let's look at
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Fucking 6.
And then dagger is finesse, so that's 1d4, and it's strength, or is it dex?
It is whichever one you choose. Finesse allows you to choose between the two, and you have to pretty much every time you attack, you use it that way. Or I'm sorry, you could change it each time you attack, but everything like damage. Once you attack, if you attack with strength, your damage is strength. If you attack with dex, your damage is dex.
Told you we were leaving
So
at
as a
2:30,
finesse
it's
weapon, you
2:09.
use either or.
Why?
I'm not dressed.
You are dressed. You have clothes on. If you weren't dressed, I would get in trouble because you just walked across the camera. She's getting mad at me because I told her what time we were leaving, and I didn't remind her in time.
Yeah, I was fixing you're leaving in like 20
It's
minutes.
not my fault.
I love like I'm looking at Zigzag because I'm curious how everybody's going. And it's like personality traits, kind, wise, ideals, helping, bonds, friends, flaws, not smart, not too smart.
Oh, I
It's like,
still need to. I need to put in my personality traits and shit.
I love
Same.
it.
I've already done all that stuff.
Although I don't
You did
remember
that in
if
the
I
first
ever
10 minutes.
finished.
Let's look at JT's as we're.
I need to.
I've been doing a lot of reading. Mine is slowly coming together.
Yeah, no. Do you only get 2 skills as a monk, or do you get 3? Let's take a look. See.
What was it? 2.
I do have things. Okay.
wonder what kind of monk you're gonna be when you can archetype. I'm more like also curious like what everybody's archetype's gonna be whenever they get to that point. I'm like, yes.
I mean, you already
Like,
know what mine is.
Yeah, it's like the cleric and druid doesn't change. Because like their domains and circles are pretty much their archetypes.
Mm-hmm. I just
like,
get mine really early.
Yeah, the monks and the rangers and the sorcerers change at level 3. And I mean, Kamana's already pretty much like picked his. But like you have different, like monks have different ways that they can go. They can either go like with.
Do I need to put my faith anywhere for you?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a specific spot you want me to put that?
Please hold for your next available representative.
I'm gonna be waiting a real long fucking time.
Shut up.
Longbow is dexterity, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I saw alignment. I just don't see anything about faith.
And
Don't
is it
either.
any sort of type of damage, or is it just damage?
It should say, I think it's piercing.
Oh, there it is. Yep, piercing.
Okay.
No, I'll just put it with alignment. I'll put neutral and then like slash the deity.
Yeah.
For the time being.
Ignatius? Oh, that's a sweet name.
Ignatius.
Oh, Ignatius. Oh, wow.
There
Yeah.
That way, if you need it, then
Made it now.
Wait, so under longbow, I'm seeing ammunition range 150/600 heavy two-handed. What determines if it's 150 or 600 and what? I'm guessing it's always two-handed.
Well, yeah, but like, so the minimum range or your minimum effectiveness is the first number. So
Okay.
anything between you and 150 feet, it's like no negatives or nothing like that. But if you try to extend it out to that 600 mark, you're going to incur penalties because, wind and this and the other. So if you're shooting for 600 feet, you have to roll with disadvantage. So if you go for your maximum, you're going to take a disadvantage negative.
Okay.
As long as you're shooting well within your minimum,
Your shot.
you're fine. Yeah. So pretty much the further you have to shoot, the more likely you are to miss.
I actually like how you walked around the building.
Thanks for noticing. It took a lot of work.
Just, that extra RP. Mwah.
what you guys doing back here?
You know what I'm doing.
Hold on, I need to go wash.
Oh, that's why that's not showing. For some odd reason, that
Don't rust.
I sense shenanigans happening.
Nah, I must go dry. I shall stand on the hearth.
That's right.
Velcro beards being all sticky. What?
Oh.
Oh my.
Oh man.
Oh my. Get out of here, Sulu!